you recently got a card
Speaking
game.
Speaking of games, board games, card games, I got Rick and Morty card game.
A Total Recall.
Yes.
And you got it for your birthday, and it's just a standard card game. You know, it's just nothing fancy. But it's based on one episode
Of Rick and Morty.
And it's
the name of the episode is the same as the name
Total
of the
Recall.
game.
And so what's the goal of the game?
The goal is because if you remember from the Total Recall episode, there are parasites that have wormed their way into the Smith family household, and
They
keep multiplying.
Yeah, and
every time they multiply, they implant new memories of themselves into your entire life. So you have all of these memories that they always existed,
memories.
and they're always good memories.
Like Sleepy Jerry and Aberdolf Linkler. and you know, that was a fun game, and I liked it. Apparently there's an advanced version where you can kind of play against each other, or at least you play for either the Parasite team or the other team, but you kind of have to make a decision to, you know, shoot one of the clones or whatever, the parasites, and they may turn out to be real, they may turn out to be parasites, and it's not a set thing. It's not like this card is always a real character. So I like that. So that gives it some replay value. Excuse me. And all the characters on the cards are from that episode.
Yeah.
So I really thought that was an interesting game that was kind of built around that episode, and I think it kind of captures the spirit of Rick and Morty a bit, which is kind of where I want to steer this part of the podcast to go, because we haven't really talked about Rick and Morty.
We have not talked a lot about Rick and Morty since we started this back in August.
And they're gearing up for another season. Adult Swim today, or was it yesterday, just put out a trailer.
Yeah,
or a new,
like the stop motion trailers.
Not the stop motion ones, but this one was like a new intro done in like a 16-bit pixel art style, which was good. But Rick and Morty is another one of those shows that I just kind of slept on for the longest time. And you know, everybody was talking about how great it was, and you see all the memes on the internet and everything, and then just one day, not even thinking about it, I just like, I'm gonna watch that Rick and Morty show and check it out and see what all the fuss was about. And I was hooked, and I binged like the first and second season like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, and it's easy to do. It's just a 30-minute show. Yeah. But it kind of blew me away what they, you know, kind of goes through their mind as far as where they want an episode to go. You know.
Well, so I really enjoyed Community.
Okay.
When it was on.
Never really watched Community.
It's pretty friggin' great. Like, if you get a chance...
Is it on Netflix or Hulu?
I have no idea. I don't know where you can find it to actually watch the entire series, but it's great. Joel McHale, Gillian Jacobs, Donald Glover, Danny Pudi.
Yeah.
Great
cast. I know of the show, and Chevy Chase was in it, I guess.
But the showrunner, the creator, Dan Harmon, I had heard during the run of Community that he was going to be doing an animated show for Adult Swim. And I was like, well, obviously, I have to check that out. I love Community. So I watched Rick and Morty from the very beginning.
Based on your fandom of
Community.
His other show.
Yeah. And like you said, it had me hooked from the very beginning. The very first episode. Fucking Rick slams into Morty's room. He's fucking shit-faced. Morty! We're gonna go on adventures, Morty.
Yeah.
You and me, Morty against the world.
And he's always drinking. And
Rick and Morty, 100 years.
Yeah. He's drinking and burping, and you know, they obviously get a lot of inspiration from like different movies. You know, there's like the Friday the 13th, and then the Purge and Inception, but some of the ideas I think are great. Like when he visits the planet that has the hive mind, and like he used to date like the whole hive mind. Yeah. Which, man, I mean, come on, that would kind of be awesome,
right?
But still. And then Patton Oswalt was the
other hive mind.
Yeah, but he was like
the Borg hive mind.
Yeah, and he was totally beta. the white knight friend zoned hive mind.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of brilliant that they
get so many
think
good,
to even go there.
Amazing guest stars for that show too. Like you just said, Patton Oswalt,
and Stephen Colbert
in the Miniverse episode. shoot, the damn it, there's just so many good episodes of that
right,
show.
The one where they do the Get Swifty, the Show Me What You Got,
Show
or
me
the
what
Needful
you got.
Things episode where the guy's selling all the curse
devil,
stuff
yeah.
and he uses science to remove the curse. And it's just great because...
And all this stuff is free, right?
Yeah, and it's a lot...
But it's you pay for it in other ways. Yeah, I know, it's cursed.
Well, just take it down here and get the curse removed. But it's kind of like, we were talking about Always Sunny, where they can just kind of go anywhere and do anything with that. So there may be a musical episode of Rick and Morty. Here's what I'd like to see.
Get Swifty was a pretty musical episode.
Right, but I mean like a musical.
Yeah.
Like maybe he goes to a dimension where everything's a musical.
Yeah.
They could do that.
They could.
And that's the beauty of shows like that. And even, like Doctor Who and everything is when you can go anywhere in time and space, you can tell any story.
Yeah.
How awesome would it be if the writers of Always Sunny did an episode of Rick and Morty, or vice versa, where the writers of Rick and Morty did an episode of Always Sunny? Make it happen, folks.
Yeah.
Make it happen, internet.
Hashtag It's Always Sunny in Rick and Morty.
Yeah. So, anything else we need to talk about in Rick and Morty?
I am super excited for season 3. Hopefully, it will be coming here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. Too bad it's not like on a regular schedule, like
it is
real shows.
It is a very irregular schedule, but I mean, I'm all right with that, given the quality of the stories and the show itself.
Yeah, but you watch the season and then it's over,
and then it's a year and a half before,
or longer.
Yeah, before a new season.
They kind of even teased you about it at the season finale of the last
Mr.
season.
Poopy Butthole rolling around on the ground. I'll see you in like a year, maybe 2.
Yeah. And you're just like, fuck. Because they're not kidding.
No.